It's Sunday. Every Sunday I like to take a little step back, relax, and just kind of talk about the news for the week. First thing on the list is Intel is once again firing at Apple. They are desperate. I'm like, Apple has them scared as can be. So they've gone to the lengths of getting Justin Long. If you don't know who he is, he used to do the I'm a Mac, I'm a PC ads from a long time ago. He was the Mac, so of course they hired him instead of the I'm a PC guy. And he starts off saying, I'm a regular person. And then he goes on and talks about, and they compare PCs to Macs. And of course it's super biased towards PCs, unlike this channel, which is biased towards Apple. It just looks really desperate on Intel's part. They are scared. Like with the M1 Max, with the performance of the M1 Max, with Apple leaving Intel probably within the next couple years, we probably won't have too many Intel Macs like being actually sold by Apple, if any. And they'll still be supporting the Intel Macs for multiple years to come. It's gonna hurt Intel big time, and I'm sure other manufacturers are gonna see that and probably try to make their own, and then Intel is just gonna be hurting even more. This could be the start of the end of Intel, which has been around forever. It's crazy. I'm going to deep dive into these videos later this week and kind of do like a response to each one, I think, in a video. So be on the lookout for that. Next on the list, sadly, it doesn't look like there's going to be a March event on the 23rd as we expected. Apple has just kind of pushed everything back. I mean, really, who knows? The rumor, they could have leaked it and just had it out there. As of right now, Min-Chiang Kuo is reporting that the iPads will go into production in mid to late April. If that's the case, we may not see an iPad until like June, which I really hope that's not true. I'm not really sure how quick from production to release that kind of stuff happens. I know Apple can really crank stuff out pretty quickly, but it's kind of all over the place. I mean, as of right now, it's looking like we're going to get the mini LED on those. It's also supposed to be getting a Thunderbolt port, which if you don't know, it actually looks exactly like the USB-C port, but it just has a lot more capability for powering monitors and other devices. The iPad right now can do monitors, but there's kind of a limit on which ones it can do and the ability it has to do those. So that extra addition of a Thunderbolt port could be really good for those pros out there that use their iPad day to day for their laptop or computer replacement. So it's going to be interesting, but we're just going to have to continue to wait a little bit longer, it looks like, until we can get those out, because it's going to be April, May, June, who knows at this point. With Apple not doing like physical in-person events, they can kind of release stuff whenever they want with their videos now, which are awesome. I love the video qualities and all the stuff they're doing, but I kind of miss those events that are like more based and you can actually know when they're going to happen. Just another thing that we just gotta get used to, I guess, until stuff changes. So next on the list is from Mac Rumors. They reported about a developer from like Daft Cloud. It's some kind of SoundCloud app. And he noticed that there was some crash reports with his app that were pointing to an iMac with a 64-bit ARM processor. So it's just kind of more in line with what we're seeing about iMac with the ARM processor coming out most likely this year. Doesn't really point to when that's going to happen. I mean, Apple tests these things probably months or maybe even a year in advance. It's interesting to see, so I can't wait to see where that goes. So we'll just have to hold on and wait. I expect we'll probably see something in June and July with the Apple Developer Conference. They always do some kind of announcement usually around then. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. I'm very excited about the iMacs, and I can't wait to see what all they do, because there was the rumor of the colors coming out and all this other stuff, and it's just going to be like super interesting to see how they take that on, because that's probably one of the biggest selling desktops that Apple does. Hopefully, like, because with the Mac Mini we did see a price reduction, so maybe we'll see something like that. Either that or they'll probably just boost like quality of the screen, stuff like that, and just keep the same price. In other news kind of tied to that whole iMac thing is that the iMac Pro that we talked about being discontinued is now fully gone from Apple's website, because they've sold out completely and it is gone. I mean, obviously Apple will still be supporting it for years to come. It's the end of an era. It's that, that Intel high-end processor, is going away. The Mac Pro will still continue to have it for a while, but eventually that will be gone. So we'll just have to wait and see how long that takes Apple to transition that beast over. I don't expect it to be too much longer before everything that Apple offers is ARM chip equipped. So sorry, Intel. Last on the list, there's a ton of YouTubers that got access to Kensington's StudioDock for the iPad. The thing looks awesome. I personally wouldn't use it because, you know, for me, the bigger screen, the Mac, everything like that for my day-to-day work is best. When I was using an iPad for everything, it would have been cool to have. It has like some built-in docking stations for your phone and your AirPods. It also has like a little clip that goes on the side that can charge your watch. I mean, this thing is an all-in-one. It's got like mass port additions to it as well, to where you have HDMI to hook up another screen. It looks really cool. It's made out of like aluminum and just looks very Apple-like. Be sure to check those out. I'll post a link on all those videos that I've seen so far down below. Yeah, I'm like, the iPad is so close to being able, like for a lot of people it can replace their desktop, but for some of us it just can't yet. We'll just have to wait and see what that new iPad has in store. Well, that's the top 5 items that really caught my attention this week. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you later this week with multiple videos, hopefully if all goes well. Hope you guys have a great week, and God bless.